Okay, hello. My name is Paul Udom, and for the people that just got admitted into UNN 2022, towards 2022 ending, we're talking about October, the second list, the supplementary list, all the lists. I think by now all the lists are being posted. So if you've gotten admission, if your name is in the admission list, congratulations. Here are the 10 things that you have to know when you are coming to school, okay? Especially for the science student. I don't really know much about art student, but I think as art student, as education student, as engineering student, you have to know this very few information so that you have an edge over somebody that doesn't have this information. So without further ado, let's get into the video. When you are in year one, if you actually got admitted into the science department, you are mostly going to be called a science student, notwithstanding if you got admission into medical sciences or into vet medicine sciences or into microbiology or into botany or any other science. If you are in the biological sciences, you are going to be characterized as a biological science student. The same thing with the engineering guys. Okay, so if you got admitted into engineering, you're going to be characterized as an engineering science student. Okay, the same thing with art students and commercial students and every other, even education students. At some department you can skip the BAc award or BAc degree and then go to the doctorate degree. And the one I'm very certain about is pharmacy. Pharmacy, you can skip Bachelor of Pharmacy or BPharm and go straight to the farm. Now, the job situation in Nigeria is practically unhealthy. When I say unhealthy, there is no job in Nigeria currently, because if you look at the possibility of having a job in Nigeria, it's a little bit on the downside. So whenever you are going to school, you should have a second or a third or even a fourth stream of income. It is better if you have multiple sources of income rather than just having one source of income, your academics. Okay, so as you're going to school, as you're having admission, as you're coming to school, even for those that are still in school currently, even if you don't have any other source of income apart from just projecting on your parents and also on your guardian, and also with the hope that when you graduate you're going to get a job, just know that first of all, it's not easy to get a job in Nigeria because of the population of students that are leaving the university system every year. And secondly, there is no job safe in the first place. And thirdly, it's good to have other source of income. In Nigerian educational system, I don't know about other countries because I've not gone to other countries before. Now, there is two kind of awards that they operate in Nigeria. Now, there's a professional course and there's a degree course. Okay, now professional courses are those courses that will tell you what you have to do, or they will give you the practical application of what you are studying in school. Medicine and surgery, for instance, medicine and surgery, they will give you a physical, a practical explanation, a practical work of how you are supposed to do this and do that and do this and do that. So those courses are called professional courses because they teach you the practical, not just the theory part, not just the explanation part. They teach you use your hand to do the practical. Courses like engineering too are called professional courses. Courses like law are called professional courses. Courses like pharmacy, a course like pharmacy is called professional course because they teach you the practical application of pharmacy. Now, other courses are degree courses, and degree courses, they only teach you the theoretical part, not the practical part. So they only show you books, this is how you do it, this is how you do it, this is how in books, but they don't show you a real life application of those things that you learn in the book. As you're getting admission, try to look at where can I work with this school that I'm going. You have to know, you have to read and know what your field of study is more concentrated in and the possible place that you can get a job and what those jobs need. You get. Now, as a student, sleep is one of our major enemies. Now, yeah, when I say sleep is your enemy, like sleep is literally your enemy. when you are not a student yet, you find out that you can sleep the whole day if you don't have a job, like if you're still staying with your parents. Okay, but when you've gotten admission, you have to learn how to cut down on your sleep. As a matter of fact, you're not supposed to sleep for more than 6 hours in a whole 24 hours. Yeah, because you'll be attending lectures, you'll be doing your assignments. So if you sleep more than 6 hours, then you are sleeping too much. Most of the time, lecturers will always repeat what they taught the previous set. So it's always advisable to kind of get the material from the previous set and then try to read it ahead of the lecturer. You have to learn how to manage your time. Okay, there are so many applications that you can have on your phone that you can use to manage your time. There are so many books you can read on time management. So try to avail yourself of these time management opportunities and books and records and tapes and Spotify. You can download Spotify. Okay, there's a hacked Spotify that you can get, and you can listen to all the broadcasts for free. Okay, so get Spotify. You can check online. There are hacked Spotify. Okay, and there are books, there are podcasts that talks about time management, so you learn how to manage your time appropriately. Now, in school, even in your secondary school, in your high school, you discover that some subjects are more difficult than some subjects. For me, English was the difficult one. Okay, so probably for you it was maths. That happens also in university. But in university, it's not like secondary school that you have to fail and then you go to the next class. You can fail math and then go to the next class and continue. No. In university system, when you are in other departments, you fail and then you carry over that course and you have to write that course again before you can graduate. In faculty or courses like pharmacy or medical sciences, you cannot carry over. You fail and you repeat that course. You repeat the whole year. So whenever you are going to any department or any faculty to learn, know at the back of your mind that you have to pass all the courses. So at this point in time, whether it is difficult or it is easy, you have to prioritize all the subjects equally. You get? I know that when I say prioritize the subject equally, it's kind of wrong in a way, because some carries more credit units than others. For instance, biology, math, and physics carry a higher credit unit compared to something like GST and stuff like probably borrowed courses. They carried low credit units. Okay, so you have to prioritize all of them because you will have to pass everything for you to go to the next level with ease, with peace of mind. Because one thing that actually makes students have difficulties in school is knowing that you have 3, 4, 5 carryover courses like for other courses. And pharmacy students, your mates are going ahead and you are repeating. It can destroy you. It can even make you get depressed and drop out of school. Now, there's some department that you'll be in school and there are no classes system. Okay, so if you don't like the first class system, the second class upper system, the department you can go to. The one I know very well of is pharmacy. Okay, so pharmacy you can go to pharmacy if you don't like this classifying system. From all pharmacy students graduate with a pass. Okay, because as a matter of fact, you cannot even pass any course without having a 55. That's a C. So pharmacy students always, every time, have A, B, and C before they can go to a different level. And I think for the farm, you have to have a particular CGPA for you to even move forward. The competition for pharmacy admission is very, very stiff. So if you have to look for pharmacy admission, then you have to be ready to read like hell when you're preparing for JAM, and know very well that when you get the admission, you still have to read like hell. In some department and some faculty, it is easier for you to leave the country. You get, like when you're doing medical sciences, it's easy for you to leave the country. But there's a news I read this morning, and they said that Nigeria is putting things in place to prevent people from leaving the country. I don't think stopping people from leaving the country should be their major priority. I think the major priority should be putting things in place so that people would want to stay, rather than forcing people to stay till it is being implemented and is being put into law. For now, it is speculations. Now, the last one, but not the least one, is the one that actually scares me most of the time. You know, it's not everybody that will graduate. From the statistics that I got from the United States, about 50% of people that go into university don't graduate. I mean United States. I'm not talking about Nigeria. Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, the information I got is not quite convincing. So you see that some of the time you go into any faculty department that you are, and then you find out that they fail to graduate. Now, some of the reasons that actually make people fail to graduate are tuition and living expenses, poor secondary school foundation. Apart from that, there is this stuff that actually disturbs Nigeria. They call it the first child syndrome. First child syndrome is a situation where you have a family where there's nobody have gone to school, probably the first child, and you have the responsibility to pave the way for the subsequent children, and you're like the first child that's going to university. Please, if you're in that category, please don't be stressed, okay? Just flow, okay? You don't have to overstress yourself. Just see education as something that everybody has to do. Everybody is doing. When you go to school, you have a lot of students. You don't have to want to pave a way of first class or something like that. If you can, yeah, by all means. But if you know that you cannot get a first class, then pave the way of somebody that at least your sister went to university, I went to university, your brother went to university, and your subsequent siblings, they can actually get that step. At least you have an idea of how things are being done. Okay, even if you're a first child, you don't have to learn everything from scratch. Education, the pavements have been laid already. It's just for you to ask the direction. So yet, and when you ask the direction, there are a lot of people you can ask. Okay, you have senior colleagues, you have staff advisors. Sometimes you can even talk to your lecturers. You can talk to fellow students. You can talk to your professor. You can talk to your HOD. Don't allow university to be stressful for you. It can be fun. Okay, so don't allow it to be stressful for you. When you allow it to be stressful for you, then you're going to find out that you're going to be stressed throughout your stay in university. But when you make it fun, then it can be fun throughout your stay, because at the end of the day, last everybody go chop breakfast. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do consider to subscribe. Okay, and I'll see you in the next video.